Correct.
Hello everyone. So this mass airflow sensor business pitch presentation has been made by
My name is Nathanael, Griffin, and Tandanu.
and my humble self Vaibhav Sharma. So first I will give introduction about the company profile. So the product that we have chosen is of Hitachi company, and this company is a Japanese based company which was founded in 1910 in the city of Tokyo. It works in many sectors like technology, infrastructure, energy, I IT, automotive, and electronics. This company is a multinational company with presence in more than 100 countries, and there it has more than 3 lakh employees globally. Core businesses of Hitachi company are in digital systems, IT, energy and environmental solution, industrial systems, and mobility. So in this slide, I will give you the overview of mass airflow sensor. So you can see how it looks in the first image. And mass airflow sensor is a sensor that determines how much air is going into the internal combustion engine of the vehicle. This information is very necessary for the engine control unit or electro electronic control unit of vehicle so that it can give command to the injectors and fuel injectors will inject the fuel into the cylinders, and this information is necessary to keep air to fuel ratio in balance. In the second picture, you can see where the mass airflow sensor is located. This mass airflow sensor is after the air filter box and before the throttle body. We need to give power to this mass airflow sensor, and this mass airflow sensor gives the signal to the ECU or microcontroller. That microcontroller will read the signal, and it will use that data to adjust fuel injection or monitor airflow. It also needs to be maintained. We have to clean it. We have to keep it clean, and if there is any fault with it, it is recommended to replace it with the new MAF. So in this slide, I will explain the challenges that the industries were facing before the advent of mass airflow sensor. So the first challenge was the manufacturers were facing the challenge to reduce the overall cost of the vehicle without compromising with its performance or the efficiency of the engine. So they were trying to produce the vehicle or engine which could be more affordable to the consumers. So that was the first challenge. And the second challenge was if there is any fault with the sensor, then warranty claims will increase the cost and it will certainly damage the image of the brand. The third challenge was there was a high demand in the market for a sensor that can resist contamination, humidity, and back airflow because these factors can affect the efficiency of the car's engine, and factors like contamination, it it can result in the malfunctioning of the sensor. The fourth challenge was there was a need for a sensor in the market who has higher, faster response and that can be integrated with multiple sensors. So this was all about mass airflow sensor from my side. Now, my friend Griffin will explain more about the sensor in detail.
Okay, thank you, Vaibhav. Now, for the mass airflow sensor, I want to mention that it works with all gasoline and diesel engines. It also has multiple output options for analog, frequency, and ratio metric. Then it also has integrated induction air temperature sensor with mass airflow measurement, and also available with or without plastic body tube. Now, how does this mass airflow sensor work? Now, based on the cooling effect of airflow on a heat element, it is usually a hot wire. A fine wire or film is electrically heated to a constant temperature above ambient air. When the air flows around it, the heat is carried away, which is also called convection cooling. Now, to maintain the set temperature, more electrical current is required as airflow increases. Now, the current needed is directly proportional to the mass of air entering the engine. Now, this relationship forms the basis of measuring air intake and fuel control. Now, I would like to present the Hitachi solution. I just want to mention, even though it was already mentioned before by my friend, system cost reduction, warranty cost reduction, best quality and performance for only $84. Now, the cyclone bypass for contamination robust backflow detection and high speed response, humidity and pressure sensor combo or SDI. Now that we finish with our sensors or the mass airflow sensors, we will continue to our actuators. For the actuators we'll be using today is the variable valve vent and lift control system, also called as VEL or VEL. Now, what are the challenges that make people need this sensor? Now, usually in cars, there are sometimes models that have inefficient combustions. It also has poor adaptability to driving conditions. And of course, high fuel consumption and high emissions, which is also another factor that I put in here. It's more costly. Now, I want to mention what is an actuator before we continue to the actuator that we're actually offering. Now, an actuator converts electrical signals into mechanical motion. It's the opposite of a sensor. Now, it enables real-time control and automation. In engines, it manages valves, injectors for your cars, and also airflow. It also acts as the execution arm of the ECU. Now, for this next part, I will return it back to my friend Vaibhav.
Thank you, Griffin. Now, more specifically, I will explain about variable valve event and lift control system. So, this system is used in the vehicle's engine and it delivers stronger torque at low RPM and maximum power at high RPM. It fits conventional cylinder heads with minimal redesign. The third is electric ball screw actuator ensures fast response, low friction and low energy use. Fourth is it adjusts valve lift from under 1 mm to over 12 mm. Uh, so these are the advantages of this actuator. The first is performance. It gives high power output with smoother operation. The second is efficiency. It improves fuel economy because it decreases the operating cost. The third is sustainability. It reduces emissions of gases, harmful gases into the environment like CO, CO2, and other unburned hydrocarbons. And the fourth is business value. It enhances market competitiveness and customers' satisfaction. So this was all about airflow sensor and uh, valve lift actuator from our side. Thank you very much.